Good?
Yep. We're live.
First Officer's Log, Stardate 54475.17. Expedition is en route to Deep Space Nine after helping to tow the Kismet back to Sector 1 for repairs. Captain Prax was ordered to take the fast courier back to DS9 ahead of the expedition to brief Gol Drell, while Dr. Blackwell is a few days behind after organizing a shipment of much-needed specialist medical equipment for transports to Cardassian space. The expedition also has a couple of passengers in the form of Commander Blag Gov Pend and Lieutenant Varder Redun, traveling on leave to DS9 in Bajor, Varder's homeworld. End log.
All right, so we'll start out things here on the bridge. So yes, you've been making your way at normal cruising speed towards Deep Space Nine back from Earth, Sector 001, and you are about halfway there when at Ops, Ensign Knight taps on her board. Commander, I'm receiving a Priority 1 distress signal.
I'm sorry, Ops, what was that?
I'm receiving a Priority 1 distress signal, sir.
Patch through.
Patching it through now. Audio only, sir. This is her Star Firebase Alcázar. Request assistance. We have been attacked, sustained major damage, structure integrity compromised, shields are down, main power upper life support. Be advised, please respond. There's static going in through all this. Knight says, sorry, sir, it seems to be on repeat. Shall I try and clean it up?
Do the best you can. What's the location of Firebase Alcázar?
All right, somebody want to make that roll? That could be sensors. Well, if you're looking up for the database, that's going to be reason science, or somebody can make a reason con roll.
I can do reason con.
Okay. Difficulty of 3, I believe.
So what are the Kismet passengers just on the bridge, or where are we?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to move you guys. Sorry, you'll have to deal with me. I'm first time running roll 20 too.
Oh,
so
no, that's fine.
there you are. So everybody see the bridge now? Very good.
Yes. Take a threat.
I shall do so.
Yeah, we're off to a great start.
Ooh, interesting layout.
So, I don't think I have a focus that applies, but I'll try anyway. Intelligence operative? Is this a well-known firebase?
I'll give you intelligence operative. Ooh.
Well, okay.
You're not able to
You get a
find
reroll.
anything on a Firebase Alcázar.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't see it on record.
What would it be to just try and like figure it out using like sort of your own knowledge?
Insight con. Difficulty 3.
Yeah. Well, not my best stats. I have a 12 insight con. Anyone
Same.
packing better?
Yeah, I've got a 13.
I have a 10. So Go for it,
Insight
Casey.
con? No, Insight con's an 11.
Yeah, mine's a 10.
So, I guess I'll try Insight Con. So, don't think I have any applicable focuses. Observation, maybe?
Let's see.
Observation, like observing tactical charts and knowing where everything is?
You were in Dominion War too. You served in the Dominion War, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I will actually that will give you an advantage that will reduce the difficulty to make it a difficulty 2, because you're in security, and yes, you can use observation, and you were always looking at plans and schematics and defensive arrangements during the war. So for you, it's diff 2, and you can use observation.
Okay, awesome. And I'll throw out a threat for an extra dice to be spicy.
And board cube.
Ah. Oh, this is just...
We are rocking this today.
Does
Off
the
to a
ship
strong
assist?
Yeah, can I...
Not so much with an insight roll, I'm afraid. I will, however, let you succeed at cost.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So, yeah, you remember seeing plans for Firebase Alcázar. Alcázar was kind of the class name. Very much, you remember seeing this in some sort of, classified security briefing. As far as you know, at the time, it was just on the drawing boards. You have no idea whether they actually ever got around to building one of these things or not, but if you're getting a call from it, probably so.
Commander, I do remember hearing about a Firebase Alcázar, but the exact details of it are beyond my security clearance. And I have no idea where one might be, but we might be able to triangulate the position of the station from the distress call.
Let's try it. Let's figure out where it is.
All right, that's going to be a, let's call that control engineering, difficulty 2, assisted by the ship's communications engineering.
Have we got our regular engineer tonight?
Yep.
Yes, Mendrakis.
I am here. Yes, sir. I have a 16 control engineering.
Yeah, definitely go for it. You're up.
And that's a difficulty 2.
Yes.
Alright. Can I use computers as a focus?
Definitely.
Alright. I don't think I'm gonna buy any dice.
All right. Just need the ship. You've succeeded. There's a complication on the board.
What's sensors or computers?
Communications engineering. Because you're triangulating a subspace signal.
No!
Let's just stop now.
Yeah. Good game, guys. Good game.
Okay, so there are a couple complications. I already have a lot of threat, so I'm not going to take that as threat. Basically, you're having a hard time locking it down. Let me change the message I was going to send to you.
Mamma mia.
I mean, I'm glad these people aren't in any distress whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay, Mindrock, I have sent you the info. Let me get rid of that typo.
Oh boy. Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
Oops.
Captain, we have the beacon signal is coming from space between different systems. We can get the location down to a 5 light year sphere.
What's out in that region of space?
Control science assisted by ship sensor science, difficulty 1. I believe you guys have advanced sensors, so that would make difficulty 0. So it's a total momentum roll.
Cool.
We need momentum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I have
Okay.
a 15 control science.
I have a 16, so
Alright. Go for it.
I don't suppose computers, astrophysics, sensor operations?
Well, sensor operations for sure.
Awesome. And you said complication 1?
No, there's standard. Yeah, well, standard complications. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so 4
Woo!
momentum. There you go.
There you go, Pen.
Cool. So looking over Mendrock's 5 light year sphere, yeah, it looks like I'm going to comment. There's nothing out there. I know the region fairly well. It looks like empty deep space. Huh. Ops?
You were just checking kind of the astrogation charts and stuff. That way, you weren't actually doing a scan. You were just saying, "Oh, I know this location." So you haven't
Gotcha.
actually scanned the area yet.
I mean, would our sensors work at this range?
I mean, long-range sensors go up to 17 light years,
Okay.
according to Memory Alpha.
And how far away is the transmission? I know it's a 5 light year radius, but I didn't know like how far away that was.
The center of that is about 1.5 light years away from your current position.
Okay. Ops or Lieutenant Casey, let's do a long range sensor scan. See what we can find.
Aye, sir.
So that's going to be control science assisted by ship's sensor science.
Maybe not me then.
Okay, well in that case, let's. I mean, I could probably do it, but let's send it over to Ensign Solva.
Difficulty 2.
Poor guy never gets an activation.
I know.
So yeah, that'll cost you a crew support. Somebody can roll for Solva and give him a. If it's not his first activation, remember to give him something.
I have no idea.
So was that
What if we use that guy?
the commander says to a security guy, do the scan, and both security guys just look at each other from across the ship?
Yeah.
I kind of want to do this one myself, actually.
Well,
But
go ahead.
yeah, I'll do this. Actually, I'm a little bit
Yeah,
better
good.
than Solva at this, so.
Yeah, you're
Double
a former science officer.
Yep. Okay, what was the difficulty you said?
Difficulty 2. I believe your sensors and stuff will bring that down to 1.
Correct. Okay.
Okay, no whammies. You got another momentum. So yeah, your sensor scan. Let me give you. Okay. You do manage to, with your scan, tighten it down. You've got the signal. You've got something definitely at a distance of 1 light year. And I'm sending that to you now.
Okay, so DeGrasse is going to say out loud to the crew. Looks like we have a subspace rift at the coordinates, but it's interfering with communications and sensors. And also, we're seeing a large object of unknown origin. It appears to lie at the coordinates as well. So let's check it out. And tonight, lock in coordinates, and let's engage.
Commander, I would recommend, if there's an unknown object and a distress beacon, to possibly at least go to yellow alert.
By all means. Let's take it to yellow alert, and let's warp in.
All right. Pen, give me an insight con difficulty 2.
Yellow alert machine broke.
I don't think there's a yellow alert sound.
Wouldn't that be presence con?
No, this is going to be insight con. You're not actually at con, but just make the roll for me.
Very well.
Rip.
Okie dokie. So, Ken Alnay locks in the coordinates from Knights. What speed, sir?
Maximum warp.
You see
Never
Ken
ordered
Alnay
that before.
kind of ruffle his feathers in delight. Aye, sir. If I could find. There it is. ETA 1.11 hours at warp 9.99, sir.
Understood. Thank you, Ensign.
Vendrock, you notice a very slight change in the vibration of the ship as it goes to its pretty much red line maximum speed.
I will keep an eye on everything here in engineering.
Everything looks good, but it's not often that the ship is called upon to do this. It can only do it for about 12 hours.
Everyone slightly shimmies in their chair.
It's not quite that bad. It's something that like the chief engineer would notice. You know, just a, it's not even necessarily a vibration. It's more just like a change in almost the subliminal hum that Mendrock has come to know.
He will run his fingers over the panel just to get a sense of it.
Right. Everything seems to be doing well. It's just, it's pushing your engines. So, does anybody have anything they want to do in this hour before as you get closer?
We're responding to the distress call, so, Captain, should we prepare shuttle bays and response crews in case the damage is severe enough to require evacuations?
Of course, please see to it. Make sure everything's ready.
All right, Varda, that will be a present security, difficulty 2, to get that advantage of having shuttles and various emergency crews ready to go.
Okay, so by going down there and actually, in-person organizing it, lead by example as a focus? Question mark?
Not really in this case, because
Okay.
you're really taking more of a management role.
Okay. Let's see. Security, though, so I'll give you a threat. Because you
Fair
need
enough.
more threat.
Yeah, I really was not expecting to have to deal with this.
Good thing I did that. There we go.
Kill the crew of the expedition while Ed's off.
I promised him I wouldn't.
Ed comes back, it's only Varder and Penn.
I mean, you made that promise. I sure as shit didn't.
Okay, so looks like you guys are maxed out. So yeah, you have the advantage of you've got everything lined up, ready to go for emergency response. Zeliko, you've been contacted by the bridge, and you've got your medical teams organized and ready to go. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Not really. Could I go over to the con and just check over the systems and how they're running?
Sure. You can see over the wings of the Aurelian.
I mean, I could probably see under the wings.
Yeah, true. So I'm not going to make you roll for it. Everything looks to be well within tolerances. Of course, seems to be plotted well. Mendrock, give me an insight science.
Alright. Difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
Alright.
If you have warp field dynamics, that will definitely apply. I think you do.
I have one core mechanics.
That'll work.
Alright. And you said insight science?
Yes.
Alright.
All right. You nailed it. There you go.
Nope. Engineering to bridge.
Bridge here.
You're gonna have to slow down and get out of warp. There is a distortion in space near the point of origin. Warping into it would be really bad.
So are you saying no warp, or we're gonna have to
We're gonna have to
down?
slow down before we get there.
By all means, tell us the fastest speed we can go without presenting any danger to the ship. We'll stick to it.
It looks as though warp travel is impossible.
Understood. Well, thank you, Mendrock.
You're welcome.
Keep an eye on the systems. Ensign, take us out of warp.
Mendrock, I sent you something else.
Oh, I see it on the main chat.
Oh yeah, sorry. Too many windows.
Yep. Engineering the bridge.
Bridge here. What is it, Chief?
It looks like we'll only have to drop out about 10 AUs from the rift, and then proceed at impulse then.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you, engineering.
Engineering out.
Ensign, you heard the Chief.
Hi, Captain. Preparing to drop out of warp at 10 AU's distance from source of anomaly. All right, if there's nothing else, we'll just jump ahead till your arrival. Does that work?
Woo.
Okay. So you drop out of warp. Wow, too much. Not exactly to scale.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my.
Holy crap.
So as you get in, you're able to flirt up on screen. Whatever this is, it's built on a low-profile design. Primary hull is shaped roughly like a flattened ovoid with a short, thick secondary hull descending from the center of the station's ventral side. You can tell that this has obviously been in a terrific battle. Massive blast damage, multiple hull breaches. You can see glints of internal fires beyond the flickering emergency force fields. And docked along one side of the station are 4 Defiant-class starships, each of which also shows signs of heavy damage.
Casey, let's hail the station.
Aye, sir. Hailing now.
All right. So there's a lot of interference with the subspace distortion, which does appear to be centered on the station. So make a control engineering difficulty 2 to get communications going.
Chief?
Hello?
Oh. Yeah, you want to take this one?
I'm sorry I missed tonight. Getting
It was
Control
control
plans.
security, or control engineering, wasn't it?
Yep.
conference.
Ship assist,
Oh.
communications, and engineering.
Engineering and
Control.
control. Okay. I can do that. Difficulty 2 or?
Correct.
Alright. And,
Just for giggles, though, since I've got so much threat, We'll up the complication range to 2.
Alright. Can I do diagnostics? Is it something?
I don't think that really is going to apply in this case.
What am I testing
You're
for?
trying to you're trying to establish communications with the station despite the interference caused by the subspace rift.
Okay. Control and engineering.
Yes.
Alright. Computers then?
Yes, I'll give you computers.
Alright. I'll buy you said difficulty's only 2?
Correct.
Alright. Alright. I think we have momentum, right?
Yeah, you got 6. You're
I
capped.
will. I'll buy a die.
Okie day.
No, that round. Alright.
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Okay, so that's you're back up to 6 with 3 floating.
Time to create some advantages.
Yeah, if you want, I will give you the advantage of having established a solid comm link, so you won't have to worry about that in future.
That sounds good.
Okay. So you're patching through, and for a moment the screen is a little bit fuzzy because I spent some time on that graphic.
That's great.
Very
Then
nice.
it clears up. Okay, so you're on, DeGraw.
It's Commander Haber DeGrasse of the USS Expedition. We heard your distress signal. How are things over there?
Oh, thank heavens. This is Commander Hamur. You got here just in time, Expedition. We're in trouble. We've sustained major damage. They came out of nowhere. We barely managed to get away with the skin of our teeth. We still got boarding parties aboard. We need help.
Boarding parties aboard. Who are they?
It's the Gorn. We were on station by the border, and they came out of nowhere, just overwhelming numbers. The Firebase and the squadron, we did all we could, but there were just too many of them. When we saw that we were going to be overwhelmed, we got as many people and wounded off as we could on some of our squadron, and then we got this idea to try to link the warp fields of the 4 ships and the station and make a warp jump to get us out of there and try and save the rest of us in the station. Shouldn't have worked, but somehow we're here. But by that point, we'd been boarded. We've got several parties of Gorn assault crews in, and we're skeleton crewed as it is. Security's doing the best they can, but we need your assistance.
Understood. Hold them off in the meantime, and we'll be aboard to assist.
And we're in rough shape here. Any engineering and medical help you can get, most appreciated.
Understood. DeGrasse out.
All right.
Two.
I think that's our cue to head to transporter pads in the shuttle bay.
CC. Varder, you're security, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Lieutenant Casey, Lieutenant Redun, you know what to do. Organize it.
Varder already organized that. That's what he spent the hour prior to getting here doing.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
Well-
much you were ready for rescue operations, and KC security team's pretty much already ready now. If you want to spend some momentum to activate a security team to give you that security team advantage, you can certainly do that.
Oh, and because it isn't particularly obvious, because I don't have a character image, Zellico is medical.
Awesome.
I-
You said Zellico?
Zellico Burr, who's a
Burr.
Grazer right.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay.
Care for some assistance, gentlemen?
Of
course.
course.
Question is shuttle boarding or transportation?
First of all, do we want to spend that one for a security team anyway?
2.
Or two?
Yeah.
I'd say
as
might as well get a security team, yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Uh,
Probably be a scene change anyway.
do we want to grab rifles and equipment?
I would say load up as much as you
Me?
can. Yeah. Gorn boarding parties do not sound
Oh.
very
Yeah.
easy.
I'm good.
Yeah, you've got your damn hand cannon.
All right.
The
I
phaser
would
rifles.
like- I would like all the security I can get. I'm not a fighter.
Do we have access to their transporter pads or to their bridge?
You could always scan the station.
Let's scan the station.
All right, that will be reason science assisted by sensor science. Difficulty 2 reduced down to 1 by your ship's sensors.
Okay. Let's burn a momentum.
Right.
Bring it to 3. And I will roll this.
All right, so you gain 2 momentum. Okay, DeGrasse sent it your way.
Okay. So I'll communicate to the crew that the station is operating on emergency life support. There doesn't appear to be any power. Same for the ships. We can detect life signs, but exactly where and what kind are we're not able to determine due to subspace interference.
Do you need me to assign? Captain?
I'm sorry, do we need you to?
To come with you with an engineering team to restore power.
Please do, but let's delay for a moment. Let the security teams do their work.
Yes, sir.
You can go over, secure a room, and then have them follow up.
Well, let's do that. Okay, so in addition, there look to be several heavily armored wedge-shaped ships that have apparently crashed into and partially through the outer hull. So, likely our boarding parties.
It may be a case of having to put on some environmental suits
It does sound like it. That would be penetrating the hull. You said loss of power, so there might not be force fields in place.
I remember in the original description, though, it did mention that emergency force fields are in place.
Yeah,
True.
you can see the plasma fires inside through the flickering blue of the emergency force shields, which are part of emergency life support systems. If somebody wants to attempt an Insight Con difficulty 3, you can, but it's not necessary. It might get you some more information. Or you could give me a momentum.
Yeah, do I just give him a momentum?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So
You only have 5 of it.
Pind, you've been working on designing ships and stuff. You've kind of made the study of starships one of your main interests in life. You don't get to see them very often, and you've never actually seen one like yourself live and in person, but you recognize these heavily armored ships crashed in as Gorn assault craft. They're literally designed to ram into enemy vessels and stations with forward crumple zones and ablative armor that then disgorge assault parties.
Would I know that these type of ships would then evacuate their entire crew complements onto the ship they've just crashed into?
Yeah, fundamentally, they're, it's a very kind of Gorn tactic. They throw these darts at a target, and they're heavily damaged, but they're built to withstand that enough to where they can disgorge their complement of Gorn warriors, and then they're just left there to be either taken out or whatever later. They're one-use fire and forget kind of things.
Yeah, like I said, it was more of a case of that if we did start engaging in one direction, suddenly 10 gun came out of a ship that's crashed into the station.
No, it's more like those World War II landing craft kind of deals. The ramp comes down and everybody piles off, and there's not even a Navy coxswain at the back of the boat to back it up.
And once you've taken the station, you can take your time pulling those things out.
Well, that's good enough for me. At least we're not going to get flanked if we pick a location and work from there.
Probably means a good safe place to start is actually a room opposite one of those pods. Because they've probably already cleared it, moved on. They would expect someone coming in behind them.
Yeah, we'd have to get in fast, secure a beachhead, then move on.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
So, you guys going to take anything extra that you need to do opportunity costs or anything for?
I know I would definitely like a phaser rifle. Because Deadeye Marksman is very useful to have.
I'll take a phaser rifle too, I guess.
So that's up 1, escalation 2.
Right, so 2 momentum, but only 2 escalation.
I mean, I'm just going to take a pen.
Yeah, you've got your hand cannon to start with, so...
Alright, and a security team.
There'll be a lot of yellow going over.
Okay. So just the 2 phaser rifles.
If anyone else has suggestions, feel free.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to take grenades in an already damaged station, is it?
I mean... To be fair, I was considering it.
Oh boy.
I might authorize it, so... No.
You tell me.
The medical person, I don't know if they need to bring anything specific.
Well, I think the medical and engineering team will be coming in after us, so that would be a different thing for them.
True.
Correct.
Well, I think we're set.
All right, so
Bad ideas all around. We're good.
beaming or flying?
What would the risk of beaming to near one of the Gorn ships be?
Okay.
Because there is interference from the subspace rift.
Oh yeah, with interference, it's actually probably a lot safer to fly a shuttle in there and secure a hangar.
Yeah, Ensign Knight, who is the O'Brien of the expedition, pretty much. She says, I'm no slouch with a transporter, sir, but I would really recommend using a shuttle for this. That subspace interference is going to make transporting over there just incredibly dangerous. I'm willing to give it a shot, but
No,
I wouldn't recommend it.
no need. What shuttles have the expedition got? Have we got any
Yeah.
large transport?
What's your
shuttles?
biggest shuttle?
Oh, let's take a look.
Yeah.
The Type 11?
Oh yeah, the Type 11s. I think. Oh wait, no. Well, it depends what we want it to do. 'Cause if we want it to
Transport a lot
carry
of people.
A Type 8, I think, is the biggest we can bring. Like for crew carrying. I think a Type 8 is 6.
And that's the Saladin?
Yes.
Don't actually have it written down anywhere.
It just depends how many people we're trying to bring over.
Well, I think at first it's the three of us and a security detail.
Well, how many is the
Right.
security detail?
It's a team. It's kind of.
We're talking about comfortably fitting. We can sardine pack in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I'm just not seeing anything on these sheets of how many can actually fit in them.
Penn could fly us and the security team over, drop us off, and then like fly back really fast, get the security or medical engineering guys, and then fly back with them.
Well,
then we'd
Connell
be able to
Ney
get,
is
like,
also a good shuttle pilot.
That's true.
Take
if you
both.
wanted-
Penn stays with us. And they go back. You know.
That's probably the best. Yeah, I should shut up. Why am I giving you advice?
Because you love
I don't
us.
know any of the expedition crew.
Neither do we. We never activate support.
Expedition crew.
We never activate supports.
Well, if that's the case, I can take the security team across. Ney can take the medical and engineering staff across.
So, I'd suggest like a Type 8.
Type 8 is 2 crew, 6 passengers.
Yep.
So okay, you head down to the shuttle bay. Everybody got the 2 phaser rifles, and assuming that's going to Varder and Cassie. Is it Cassie or Casey?
Casey.
Casey, sorry.
No problem.
Varder and Casey. And you head over to the station. You're trying to get to dock at a location that's kind of on the opposite side of the hull from the one of the ships. Am I understanding that right?
Can we get close to them?
Let's go back over here. I did not draw them in. So let me make some marks.
Yeah, you could just draw like a green line into a
Oh.
station.
Type 7s and Type 8s can both carry the same amount
There,
of people.
and there, put one there, and kind of one there.
Are those the Gorn things?
Yeah, and I made way too big of lines, but you know.
Or maybe we can try and pull in near the one near the Defiance, then work across.
Okay.
You would assume there'd be some form of docking there, yeah. The downside is we don't know the layout of the ship, so. And we also can't. If there's a hangar, we could try flying straight in, or we can dock. Those would probably be our best options.
Well, it does look like that around the, like kind of everywhere you see the Defiance docked on each of the surfaces, there are those kind of docking ports and smaller places for shuttles. These kind of things here, the little outlined things are kind of like this the shuttle docks, runabout docks on D Space Nine, where you land and they go down. But the station's not with the station not having any power. Your best bet's going to be to go to an airlock and open it manually.
You feel confident with that, Pent?
Well, I can fly pretty much anything, so sure, why not?
Great.
So getting over there, if you guys are ready, not difficult. The subspace rift is not causing anything equivalent to turbulence or anything like that. Do give me a control con difficulty 2. Complication range 3 to successfully dock with the powered down station, because there are no tractor beams being used. And
can I use composure as a focus, because I need to get this right?
Sure, I'll allow it.
So I'm going to spend one of my medals. It's the citation for conspicuous gallantry. So when I spend a threat, I can roll 6 challenge or however many challenge dice to see if you actually get the threat.
Fair point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm about to roll 6 challenge dice to see how many threat you get. So if it's an effect, you don't get it.
Right.
Oh, you get a 5.
Man, I just can't get rid of this stuff.
It was worth a go.
Oh, he's got so much threat.
Port cube.
Yeah, I'll just cancel that out with what I gained.
Yeah, how much threat do you have right now?
This is difficulty 2. You spent 2, so it's a total of 1 momentum gained. You don't get to know how much threat I have exactly right now. I learned that from Prax.
Well, he has 5 more right now.
5 more than I had, tell you that. So yeah, with an expert hand, pinned gets you docked. So there you are. The shuttle's airlock end opens, and you're faced with the station side airlock as Condolne slides into the pilot's seat to take it back after you guys deboard and pick up the engineering and medical crews. I think you should have 3 momentum with the 1 you just gained from Pin's roll.
Okay, that.
Okay, hoo-ha, pop the door, run in.
It's going to be control. Actually, give me fitness engineering, because it's a manual, like basically kind of pump lever. Difficulty 2.
I mean, what's your fitness engineering, Varda?
Fitness engineering, I've got a 12.
Let me check mine.
Yeah, I've got a 12 as well.
I have 12 as well. Can we all together try to pull this lever down?
We'll just have the security team cover us and we'll all open the door.
I will allow 1 person to assist.
Actually, do you have athletics, Casey?
What's the check?
Like it's a focus?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Fitness engineering difficulty 2.
Haha, no.
Whatever. Let's go
You know
rip
what? The
open the
mechanism's
door.
pretty banged up, so let's raise that complication range to 3.
I was gonna raise my own complication anyway, so I get a comp 4. This is great, guys. But I get a free dice. I've got a thing that lets me
Hey,
buy threat for one list, buy one dice with threat for one less threat than it would cost, but at the cost of increasing complication for each time I do it.
Hey, Mr. Varda,
Yes.
I'm ordering you to open that bulkhead, and I'm directing you.
Yay.
And I'll use my Christopher Pike medal to give you an auto crit, so that's 2 successes.
Fantastic.
Am I still helping him pull the lever down?
Sure.
Sure.
That's him.
Why not?
Okay, so Varder, make the main roll.
Okay, cranking open. Oh my god.
Oof.
Well, I've got a medal to remove one of those. We also got momentum.
And then Pin's assist.
No,
see what my medals
I gave him just 2 successes outright.
Used a medal to just crit.
But if you're directing, don't you have to roll your presence command as an assist?
With the
He
Pike
has
medal.
a medal that lets him.
Oh,
treat
the
it
Pike
as
medal.
a
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
Not familiar with that one. So,
So
okay.
that makes it a 4. What was the difficulty?
Difficulty was 2, so you made it. You've got 2. You gain 2 momentum, which brings you to a total of 5. There are 2 complications on the table.
Now let me open that thing.
Well, I think Varda can squash one with a medal.
I can squash one with one of my. I just need to find the medal so I can read
And we can
for people that don't know what it is.
And we can
'cause
squash
different
the other
ship.
one with the momentum gained.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
The medal is the. Nope. The. God damn it. Legion of Honor.
Okay.
I can either gain 2 bonus momentum on a successful task or ignore a single complication suffered on a task.
So yes, with a wrenching screech as the frame was ever so slightly bent, you crank open the hull side airlock door, and you're looking into a dark passage only barely lit by flickering emergency red lights as we move into the second scene. Forgot all about writing scenes in this. Oh well, we'll make it up.
Yay.
Yeah, so that's the Pike medal in chat.
Oh, I could. Let me get my bone juice net. Because that's going to actually come up again because I use the bone juice net a lot.
Oh yeah, bone juice net.
It's often to my detriment, but I use it a lot.
Okay, so
Make sure you explain that to
yeah,
our
you'll need to
GM here because it is
Yeah.
a rather unique little.
Yeah.
It's a unique piece of kit.
I mean, I no longer suffer complications on anything that's not a physical task. That made it even more complicated.
Such a mess. Crew is such a mess.
These guys are your security team. So yes, you basically find yourself in a darkened corridor, pretty similar to most Starbase quarters, except this one is a lot more Spartan. Have any of you ever served aboard like a Defiant class ship?
What about a Saber class?
Yeah, same kind of deal. It's much more Spartan and military than your standard Starbase corridors, which has its pros and cons. It's a little bit narrower. It also the little support panels on side can provide partial cover as you move through.
Something Barter might be somewhat familiar with as a militiaman before Starfleet. Bajoran militiaman.
I would like to scan for life signs.
I don't think you're in this shuttle. Weren't the medical people coming?
Yeah, just
Behind?
after us.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, you're currently on your way. These guys are just moving into.
Yeah, this is the secure the airlock in the immediate area, and then have the medical and engineering catch up. Which
I mean, because
we're security.
we
Your
could-
fancy tricorders mean nothing. We eyeball and listen.
yeah, because I mean, technically, we could just have the security team help the engineering and medical team.
Right.
Just let the three of us handle the gun.
Yeah. But yeah, oh god.
Wait.
Gentlemen, shall we move up?
I'm assuming that's us hearing the sounds of combat down the hall.
Yeah, it's some sort of distant kind of place. You don't see any flashes or anything, but you can hear energy weapon fire somewhere in the station, not right on top of you, but somewhere in the distance.
Point
Commander
to...
Penn's the ranking officer.
Would you prefer if we left 2 or 3 people to keep the airlock?
Probably only 2 would be needed.
Okay, I'll point at a random 2. You 2 stay here. Defend the airlock. The rest of you
Yes, sir.
on me. And start moving up.
All right. So you move on down the corridor. I will say that it is an emergency power and there is emergency lighting, but it's very faint. It's pretty damn dark.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Aren't there like flashlights that attach to that are like built into the Type 3s?
Yep.
That's true. There are. Yeah, very well.
So that probably means you want Casey and Varder in the front, and you're kind of immediately behind us going, yes.
I mean, to be fair, if...
We're both taller than you, never mind.
No, it's not just that. Penn is also... Well, former intelligence, so he would have had to have worked in darkened locations before.
True. We've probably got our flashlights on anyway, because looking for other... one injured, 2 Gorn hiding, etc., etc.
Plus, Tellarites actually having an increased eyesight and senses, so...
True. Anyway, sweeping and moving forward, yes. I do have the constantly watching talent.
Constantly watching. What does that do? Read that up
When you're rolling, it basically when you roll a perception check, you lower the difficulty by 1. I think.
When you attempt a task to detect danger or hidden enemies, reduce the difficulty by 1. Yeah.
It's because I can't draw.
Which is more or less trying to pay attention to anything that it doesn't sound like the faraway firefight or the regular station, like anything that would be, oh, that's someone in the corridor there, or
Right.
that's a booby trap or something like that.
Well, screw it.
I believe other people call it an incredible lack of faith or trust, or both.
Okay, so there's your kind of hallway up ahead. You've got a left turn from your perspective coming up.
I'll signal to Varda to take the corner and stack up.
Okay. That'll be a nod and go. That'll also be flashlight off as getting to the corner, and then when going to turn around the corner, turning it on to try and flash anyone around there and blind them.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Nope. 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 Nope.
It's
nope.
only a goal.
Gonna just say nope.
Am I finally gonna get my Gorn fist fight?
I mean, could you put could you put a few more on there to make it fair?
Bend.
Well, you know, I got the threat. Just wait. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for more reinforcements to show up.
Waiting for one to fist fight me.
Okay. Well,
Ignore that line there. Okay. I'm not real good with the drawing, I'm afraid, guys.
is the actual wall? Okay, the wall's there. I'll move down one
Okay.
to actually be against the wall.
All right. So let's do. We're going to move into combat. If I can remember how to do that. Grinnin, how do you open up the turn order?
Turn order.
Yeah, the turn order thing on Roll20.
Is there one?
There is one. I don't know how to open it up.
Usually it's on the help functions on the left-hand side. Should be near the help.
Oh, right.
icon.
That's right.
Oh, that one. Okay, I thought you
Again,
meant
sorry guys. I
something else.
That's
Okay,
fine.
okay, I know what that is. We just never really use it for the Kismet, and I don't use it either. So
fair enough. Let's get everybody in there.
No. Bad. Gorn with the wind me.
Well, if I knew how to add people to it, we'd be.
Yeah, I think generally what happens with the fleet is one person from us would go, then one of them, so on and so forth until there's no one left.
Right.
We just remember.
I've teleported into a wall.
Why is the two pens? That's horrifying.
Sorry about that. Sorry, that's me messing up. So okay, we'll just do it that way. So you guys can go first.
Oh. Hey. Okay. Well, I'm already in cover. That's nice. And there's a big one, so big ones are nice. I'll aim. Which is also nice. Small arms as a focus.
Would the difficulty go down one due to the security team? So
No.
they won't have a turn, but the difficulty goes down?
Depends on what we have them do. We can either have them cover us so that their difficulty to hit us increases, or our difficulty to hit the enemy decreases, is how they work.
Okay. So which way you want to do it?
Maybe.
I don't want to be hit by Gorn.
Oh yeah, so have them cover us.
All right.
Does that sound fair to everyone else?
Does that also work in hand to hand?
yeah, because it basically the way it reasons it out is that your security team is there making things more difficult for them.
Fair enough. So okay. Shooty shoot.
Yep, I'm aiming. I am doing the threat complication increase. Yeah, I'm not charging, I'm just aiming, and I've got Jedi Marksman. Oh, that lowers the difficulty by 1 as well.
So your difficulty is now down to 0.
Should be 1.
Yeah, because it's. Why'd you roll fitness engineering?
I did roll fitness engineering instead of control
I
security
mean,
because
you
I clicked
still
the
would
wrong
have
thing.
done it then.
But hey, yeah, that's still the same thing.
Okay, so
2 momentum.
that's 2 momentum, yeah.
Yeah, and it is a phaser rifle. The big one is the one I'm shooting at, the further back one.
He's actually smaller than the 2 in front.
Oh, okay, the smaller one then. Whichever, the further back one. I guess he's a runt. I do not mind shooting runts.
He appears to be a different
Oh my god.
species or whatever. Good lord.
Oh, wow.
Pew.
Yeah, pew.
It says Majoran phaser rifle because it's mechanically the same.
He goes down.
Quick to action. 'Cause I
You
don't
guys
wanna
want
be
to
charged.
keep the momentum, the initiative, or
Yeah,
pass it?
that's why he's doing quick to action, so we can go immediately for free.
Quick to action during the first round of any combat. You and your allies
That's
may
right.
ignore the normal cost to retain the initiative.
Okie dokie.
And that is Hendra Casey.
Spend their time fine tuning this shit.
Casey, would you care to go?
Yeah, for sure. So am I able to like? I don't know exactly how far it is, but I assume like this is pretty close quarters. Can I just like?
I think you're like here.
Yeah, you would have stacked
Yeah,
up
we
with
were
us.
My God.
I'll just move myself there then. Am I able to? Is there like cover over like here that I can like run to?
Sure. Like I said, the kind of structural supports in the walls, provide like you can get a little bit of cover. They're like the the kind of the arches.
Sure. So he'll just sprint over to there.
Okay.
And then fire without any sort of charge. Let me see.
Which one?
Type. Oh yeah. Which Gorn? Closest one to me. This guy.
Okay.
Hand phasers focus.
Are you using a rifle?
Yes.
Then no.
Yeah, because I wouldn't really say a rifle is a small arm.
I will
Yeah.
disagree with this. Well, it is. It's a small arm.
Rifles are small
Well, it is a
arms.
small arm, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
phaser rifle is a separate focus.
Are you trying to use it with a T-Rex arm?
What?
So base difficulty 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And
Might
just,
want to spend a momentum
no, I'm gonna generate a threat for bold.
or do that.
It's it's mandatory.
So that's why I also was doing threat, because bold. Didn't even right roll, I should have.
So that's 2 momentum.
2 momentum gained. Definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Wait, it should be difficulty 2.
We've got the security team covering. It's not helping us.
Oh, right.
I'll spend one of those momentum to reroll 4.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, he went down.
bye.
Was this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I think it's the Gordon's turn.
No.
Unless we
So
wish to
he-
spend for a swift task.
It's up to you guys.
Oh yeah, wait. Good task.
We can take it.
Might as well try and kill the last guy. I don't know.
Yeah, so it would be 2 momentum, and Casey could make the same roll again, but it would be increased difficulty by 1.
Right.
Let's go for it. All right. Targeting the last guy. Do another threat.
Are you aiming, or
Um,
aiming lets you re-roll one?
Okay.
and
am I able to do that in a swift task?
Yeah.
If you aimed previously on the first attack, you have to spend a threat or momentum to aim again.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
aim on the first attack.
Yeah.
So
Just got a rifle. Let's reroll everything.
yeah.
That's right.
So I'll aim then for this one if I'm able to. Didn't need to. Okay.
Okay, so you hit. Roll your damage.
Pow.
Yep.
That's what we do, Captain.
All right. Gorn are taken out. So do you guys have any destination in mind?
To the bridge or to where gunfire was. What
We should
help
probably
engineer?
clear to the. And we don't know the layout of the vessel that we are in. Actually, Pen, you might be able to change that.
Possibly.
Yeah, Pinned, if you want to give me a Insight Con difficulty 2.
Yeah, and could I use it with my focus on starships?
Yes.
I will give you a momentum. Well, I'll spend one. I can't give you one.
No, fair enough.
I'm just used to giving threat.
He's used to giving me his captain headaches, is what he is.
Yeah, love it, really. And yeah, if that was a success due to my Starship Expert, I'd get an extra obtain information momentum.
All right, let me give you the first basic, and then you can ask any questions you want.
So was it difficulty 2 or 3?
The difficulty 2. So you've got 1 momentum generated, plus you've got your bonus question floating out there. There you go, pinned. Read ops for bridge there, my fault.
Yeah. With the bonus momentum spend, would they have a same general access area? So if we went to a specific point, we could access both relatively easily. So, like, if we held one point, we would have access to both points we needed to.
Man, I can't spell tonight. Let me know if you can't suss that out.
Yeah, I can read it. It's alright. My spelling's terrible. Well, it seems this design is a little off, but if we're going by generalized Starfleet design, the bridge should be on the upper center of the primary hull, and engineering on this upper secondary hull, also near the center. So it depends on which one we want to try and secure first.
Let's see. So we know the bridge is currently held by Starfleet, but in rough condition from the view screen. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, from what you can tell, the view screen, there was definitely heavily damaged. You saw some Starfleet officers in the background, moving with kind of purpose. You saw someone doing some medical on somebody out of frame. So yeah, they weren't engaged in combat. They were definitely picking up some pieces from damage, but the bridge was held by Starfleet. And at this point, we're going to shift scenes and go back to the second shuttle coming in.
Which I think is just me, right?
And Mendrock.
Yeah, well, engineering team at least.
Yeah. So you're going to spend 2 more momentum for the engineering team.
Yep.
We could send Sokolov over. That's good to activate him.
If you want to. So you'll need to activate Canal Nay. You can give him something, because I know he's been activated before, and make him roll. Pinned, what was the docking roll? Was it difficulty 3?
It was difficulty 3, and you made the complication of 3 as well.
Yeah, let's do that again. That sounds like fun. Difficulty 3, complication range 3.
Let's see how good the con officer of the expedition is.
Well, he's a support character, so not as good as you. Somebody gonna grab him?
Who? Which one?
I can take the con officer.
There's two more fun.
Oh, Canal Nay is the shuttle guy.
Oh, okay.
And this will be at least his second activation, so you can give him something pinned.
Yeah, I think I'll leave that for the crew of the expedition to pick.
Okay.
But I know he's got bold con, so I'll give you a threat off the bat.
Okay.
Focus of small crafts.
Yep.
Take 2 more threat.
Alrighty.
He will bold reroll that.
Nice. All right. Another excellent docking maneuver. So now, and the port is opened. So then we've got Mendrock and Zelko. I'm gonna put your name up to differentiate you. Who else was going with them? Anybody? Besides the, I'm not going to do tokens for the engineering team. Are you taking Boris?
I'm good.
DeGrasse, you want to take Boris or?
Yeah, I'll take Boris.
Okay.
Let's pull him up here.
Okay, so the 2 security guards by the door or the airlock nod at you as you pass through. Looks like the commander ran into some trouble up ahead, but it sounds like they took care of it pretty quickly. You should be clear to go.
Okay. Good.
So you guys are going to try and catch up with the other team?
Yes.
All right. That doesn't take you very long. They're moving cautiously down the hallway, so.
I'm gonna look for any signs or maps explaining the layout.
All the L cars are black. The station is operating on bare emergency power, lit by really dim red emergency lighting.
Okay.
Master Chief?
Yes, Captain?
So, engineering is on upper decks, secondary hull near the centre, and the bridge is the upper centre part of the primary hull. I'm going to try and get to the bridge first, check out the situation, then head down to engineering. Is that agreeable?
Understood, Captain. Understood, Captain.
Security detail, stay close to the engineers and the doctors while we move. Okay, let's move out. Take it slow.
Aye, sir.
So I imagine that's Casey on one wall and Varder on the other, and just kind of bounding.
I'll just walk down the center.
So yeah, you make it to kind of what would be the central turbo lift lobby, I guess, is as good a word as any. Of course, turbo lifts are down, but there are access ways. You can open up and basically they're kind of Jeffrey's tube-ish, only more ladder-like, going up and down. So you're going to make your way to the bridge first.
Yes, to get a security briefing from the current staff, see what the situation is,
Very good.
then take it from there.
All right, everybody is heading up to the bridge. Give me fitness security difficulty 1.
Wait, sorry, my mic was muted. I was gonna say we could also possibly contact them through like internal communications, because they're able to have external communications, so they might have internal communications.
Well, and the comm badges have, basically as long as you're in the same starship, even if the starship doesn't have power, they have the range to talk to connect with each other.
So if we
So
need to go
fitness
down or
security
something
one.
first, yeah.
If that's the case, Mr. Casey, would you care to try and come up to the bridge?
Yes, Commander. See if this works. He taps his comm badge. Lieutenant Casey to station ops.
All right. Can't find that. So yeah, this is Commander Hammer.
Yes, we are currently at the central turbo lift area. We encountered and overcame a party of Gorn boarders. We're not sure exactly which areas of the ship are currently being attacked and where we should head next to secure.
I wish I could be more help, Lieutenant. Are you Lieutenant or Lieutenant Commander?
I'm still a lieutenant.
Okay. Lieutenant, but internal sensors are down with the power. There was heavy fighting around engineering. I don't know the outcome of it. We haven't been able to contact anybody, so I fear the worst. However, we're not going to be able to do much of anything until we get power back. If you've got the force that can handle it, we could use engineering.
Very well, Commander. He'll look at Pend. If we go to engineering, we would be able to possibly restore internal sensors, and that would give us a huge tactical advantage.
Understood. It might be better for a quick team to strike than the security detail to bring in the engineers.
Yes, sir. So shall we head to engineering?
Very good. Security detail, stand watch here with the medical and engineering teams. We'll calm down when the area is clear.
Aye, sir.
And Casey would just advise ops that we are heading in.
Understood.
Okay. Shall I drop down first?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go down several decks. So all of you guys, give me fitness security difficulty 1.
I'm definitely not dropping as I'm just jumping. That sounds
Right,
like a terrible idea.
Yeah, you're gonna be crawling. You're gonna be going down ladders. There's gonna be some passageways blocked where you're gonna have to back up and find your way. It's gonna be kind of awkward. So you just it's not gonna be the easiest route down.
Okay.
And Alice fell deeper down the rabbit hole.
Right.
I will do the complication dice.
Survival for a focus, because it's kind of like crawling and climbing through.
Not so much. If you have something like athletics, I'd take that.
Yeah.
I used to. Yo, good thing I used the threat. Oh, the threat, not threat. It's weird. There we go.
Okay, so there's 2 momentum gained.
Oh my god.
Okay, Pen, just you don't fall.
The The only thing that close I can possibly use is composure, but I very much doubt it.
So the doctor's going with him?
That's actually probably a good idea.
Fair enough. He's obviously got the physique for it.
I'll
Yeah,
spend a threat for bold.
Oof. So there's another 2.
I think it's just Casey now.
No,
Oh,
Casey's
no,
rolled already. That's
Yeah.
1,
So
3.
so you're calling down.
4.
How are you just gonna stroll on into engineering, or
Hell no.
Could we get a tactical
Well-
view, like scout out the area first?
yeah, does someone want to try to stealth up and see what they see?
Yeah, I mean, we were all like, yeah. I was like, okay, who's doing it?
I mean, it depends. I've got intelligence operative, so I'd be good at sneaking around to do my job.
I was going to argue potentially guerrilla warfare for sneaking around and finding a position to get the upper hand on.
Well, I could assist you.
Yeah, I'm
Casey,
I'm more likely to take guerrilla warfare for that. What do you got, Casey?
I was gonna say survival, because it's like hunting sort of.
Yeah, I'll
so
take
the-
survival or guerrilla warfare, not so much composure or intelligence.
Yeah, that's fine.
What and what was the role?
So this is going to be fitness, security. It's actually going to be opposed. So you guys are going to set the enemy's difficulty. So
We have the same. Would it be possible to assist one another with that? Like, as in we're working together to be like, okay, one of us is watching while one of us is moving to make sure that, or try and make sure that we're not spotted as much.
sure.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'll allow you each to assist with the other's role.
So we each make a roll and get assisted by the other. You mean?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh
Awesome.
boy.
I guess I'll.
But because of the station's, the damage and loose conduits everywhere and all that stuff, I'm going to increase the difficulty for your rolls to the complication range to 3. Not the difficulty, the complication. Sorry.
Complication 3. Okay, complication 4. Got it. Fantastic. This is what I get for buying dice with threat like this.
You give me threat, I got to spend it.
Well, technically I'm not giving you threat. I'm cheaping you out of threat by raising my complication.
Ah.
Except I can do that once. If I do it a second time, you actually get threat, and I still raise my complication.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll here. I'm not gonna add dice with that sort of complication range. So
Listen, I'm fantastic with adding
You nailed
dice to my complication range. There we go.
and I'll roll to assist you now.
Okay,
Oops.
Okay.
that's a solid ouch. I'll roll to assist you. There we go. That's a better assist.
Okay, so let's see. Difficulty was 3, so Casey got it. Varder got a momentum.
And we'll squash the comp.
Yeah, squash
Casey
complication.
got 2 momentum, so so that's a total 1 momentum gain, I think. If you're using the 2, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys managed. So let's see, the difficulty to get Casey is going to be 4. Varder, to spot Varder is going to be 5. All right, so let's give these guys a roll. Why not? You guys are threat machines.
Yeah, the three of us specifically.
Yeah.
We're all bold security.
Yeah. This boarding party is a recipe for disaster.
Or
Or
amazing
extreme-
success.
Yeah, extreme success or extreme disaster.
I also have the medal that's like, oh, you got an injury? Just ignore that.
Yeah, that's the Karagite one. I think
Yes.
we got that for the same mission. I
Oh,
think, but-
we both have it. Amazing.
So you managed to work your way to a position where you can get kind of an eyeball on sick bay. What you're basically in the equivalent of duct work. It's more like a Jeffries tube and an engineering crawl space kind of thing. Let me find there it is. Oh, there we go. This is what you see. Where you see these human figures, what you're actually seeing instead of them being at the console graphic are injured or dead Starfleet personnel. You can't tell from where you're at. You guys are at kind of this level, but you're in the part of the walls that are cut away in this view.
It'd be like we're at the top of this or something.
Yeah, kind of at the level of where I'm pinging there, just kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see 4 of the of one type of Gorn, and then one of the smaller Gorn, who all of them appear to be working at consoles. Apparently not with much success as yet.
So can we shoot from our sneaky spot?
Yes. You can shoot, and you have good cover. I'll give you 2 cover dice.
Don't
That's
forget
what we
to
could-
take your time and aim and charge.
Yeah, we can remain here, basically tell Pend we're set and have Pend wait outside a door and wait outside a door for engineering,
I mean,
along with the medical fella.
I could also kick the door open.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you could also kick the door open. Like, we could fire, quick to action, fire, let them have a go, then Pend kicks the door open. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
To be fair, the door has apparently been forced.
Oh, well, he won't need to kick it open. He'll just need to run
Looks
in
like it's been
screaming.
blown open. Look, perhaps they sealed it against the Gorn and then.
As an idea, but I am not an engineer, so I'm probably going to absolutely not know. Which panel is the most important one that we probably don't want to Gorn touching? Or looks the most important?
The one that this one's touching.
Okay.
That's kind of like the main, that's the main engineering control
Got it.
table, whatever.
This episode, I've got a thing against short Gorn. Shall I start it off by shooting that one, Casey?
Give me an insight security.
Oh, okay.
Or an insight command.
Insight. Oh, okay. I'm actually not
Difficulty
terrible at command. I don't.
Can I assist?
Would anything like shipboard tactical systems apply as a focus for this? I'm not entirely sure what it's for, so I'm just spitballing.
Let me look, see what you guys got focus wise. I'll let you, Varder, use guerrilla warfare.
Okay. I've got a 13 to insight command. I'm actually not bad at this. Terrible at this. Thank you, Psionics, forcing my hand. Let's use a momentum for once and get a dice.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice. So you gave them momentum back. Yeah, from your encounter in the hallway and what you've observed, watching the Gorn and engineering, in both cases the smaller, and remember, a smaller, it's like 7 feet tall instead of like 8.5, 9. The smaller Gorn seems in both cases to have been in charge or in command.
No, that's Gorner outside of my expertise, unfortunately. But hey, that sounds like a plan then, especially with guerrilla warfare. Take out the leader first.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was.
Yeah. We all good to start this off then, Casey and Pent? And I forget what Grenna's one's called. Zileko. We all good to kick this off?
Yeah, I'm ready to
Alright,
fire at will.
Yeah, there'll be the aim nice and smoothly. Use the threat complication. Don't roll insight command because that's not what I'm rolling. Lower difficulty by 1 for whatever it was to hit him.
Vaporize him.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys are rolling non-lethally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was the difficulty to hit him actually?
Standard difficulty of 2, and
Okay. So
whatever
from
your
1.
various minors and.
So difficulty of 1 when I aim because Deadeye Marksman.
Yeah, so we're up to full.
Yep, 2 more momentum from that, and let me roll the phaser rifle. I am re-rolling some of those with the momentum. Is that fair?
Yep.
Reroll 6.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sometimes I can be incredibly competent with a rifle. Other times less so, apparently. There we go, that's
Much better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus whatever resistance he has.
All right. I am actually going to spend threat to keep this guy up.
That is unfortunate. Okay, quick to action. There we go, Casey. You shoot someone. Maybe shoot.
All right. I'll generate a threat for bold and aim,
Okay.
and I'm going to aim at, I guess the leader. I guess, yeah. Might as well finish him off.
All right.
That's
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh,
nice.
that's even worse.
Very
Well,
nice.
Still hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still it though. So. Yeah.
And yeah,
That should be an injury.
that will do him.
Good.
Goes down.
And were we keeping the initiative again?
I think we're gonna let them get distracted and try to shoot at us, and then have Pen come in.
Right. All right. Let's see that.
It's just-
Okay.
Which one of us they decide to shoot at is the question.
Do they even see us, or just like lasers from the ceiling?
Well, the lasers from the ceiling kind of give your location away.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So this guy kind of ducks kind of behind this wall there and shoots at you with his disruptor. And you have 2 dice of cover dice.
Wait, where are we located?
Well, you're not in
and-
range. You're behind the security. You didn't crawl up with the sneaky security
No,
guys.
I
You're out in a access passageway near the corridor with pinned.
Yeah,
So-
you're waiting to run in after they
Yeah,
shoot.
once things
with
get
Pen.
loaded. So yeah, you're somewhere outside.
Oh no. When I say we, I mean the collective we.
Oh, engineering.
No. I knew that. I meant where is everybody?
Casey and Varda are up here hidden. Me and you are down
Yeah.
here waiting to come in through the door.
You sound like that's not the answer you're looking for.
Nope. That
It
is
is
the
the
answer I
question.
was looking for.
Okay.
Okay. So, and he's going to take a shot at. Oh, Casey was the one who fired last. Control security.
I was really hoping you would say the lieutenant so we could just both look at you.
Sure enough. Oh, good. I didn't put the disruptor in there. I was about to curse myself. All right. So his damage.
Whoo!
Looking at 9 with the vicious one. You do get 2 cover die, so roll 2 challenge die.
Yay, all 2.
So that knocks it down to 8 damage.
Very nice.
It still hurts.
Yeah.
So that's an injury.
Yes.
Is
and
it? I'll
Surrogate
just
order
avoid-
of heroism, yeah.
Yeah, metal. I'll middle that away.
and that does let you
Just
stay
avoid
up
it.
without spending anything, avoid it without spending anything.
Once
Okay.
per mission, when the character would suffer an injury, the character may avoid the injury for free.
All right. So you've avoided it. You still take the stress damage.
Yes. Put it in my sheet.
All right. So it goes back to you guys.
Pend.
Yeah, Pen's gonna kick in the proverbial door and start blasting.
All right. So we'll put. Here's pinned. Oh, pin's huge.
Yeah, I'm just imagining Danny DeVito penned, so anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
Did you just say Danny DeVito penned?
Yes.
Now I really have to watch The Irishman. So okay, this is kind of what you see. Who are you aiming at? You don't have a visual on this guy because the walkway continues around above you. You can see this one who's got partial cover, and then this one. And for the moment, they're all looking up. So
Is it possible to get 2 or 3 of them within an area effect? Like just
no, they're
like
not
wide
close
shooting?
enough. They are not close enough.
Isn't one of the options wide beam?
It's
Yeah,
just
but they-
area, but they have to be adjacent, I believe.
Yeah. You just shoot twice.
Yeah, I might have to.
They are. Again, they don't. Their attention is not on you, so I actually decrease your difficulty to bring it down to 1
Well, I'll
because you.
yeah, that's,
You could sneak
I've got this. Don't worry.
Up on that one.
So which one?
You could
Oh.
like just sneak up on that one.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
The only one you can't see
Is that
is
one?
this one. Yeah.
Well,
And this one's on the ground.
yeah. If that's the case, I will use my sidearms
This is
focus.
this guy.
I will give 1 threat for bold.
Okie dokie.
I'm first going to shoot the one closest.
Alrighty. That is 3 momentum gained.
And
Floating.
I'll charge for shits and giggles for vicious.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Yes. And he goes down.
I will swift task.
Of course you will.
I'll aim for the one in cover, so this one.
Alright.
I will threat again for a 3rd down. So he gets cover dice, and the difficulty is now up to 2.
Well, it would have gone back because you only get the one surprise shot.
Also,
so it's
difficulty
back
3.
to yeah.
I mean, that's still perfectly fine.
Shit. Okay, so that's I believe, yeah, lots of
Uh,
2.
I'll have to spend a momentum to charge for Vicious again. So 1 second.
Okay.
Just so you know, for future reference, Pend, I think you're supposed to call that first.
Yeah, charge first, but
Well, I'd always be charging Vicious. It's just a case of a. Yeah, well, I'll call it before the next time I shoot then.
right.
2, 4, 6, 8.
That takes him.
Is it possible to Swift again?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you can only do that once.
If that's the case, can I just move more central up to here?
That's going to cost you because it's another minored.
Screw it. Yeah, I'll just stay here.
Okay. All right.
I think I generated enough.
God.
So, leaping down from the top of the railway above, there's now a 9-foot Gorn in front of you, and he attacks.
Daring security.
Daring security.
So how tall is Pend again?
Not 9 feet.
No, he's around what? 5-ish? 5.5?
Okay.
Like what's the average height for a Tellarite?
God, I don't know.
Let's call him
think about
5
5
feet.
feet.
Okay, yeah.
You'll buy an extra die.
Average male height 5 feet 4 inches. Okay.
Yeah, 5'4" then.
So he swipes at you. Whoa.
Would you like to re-roll them, GM?
No, that's okay. He appears to have landed badly. Maybe even, breaking something.
Could I use the side-down focus to like pistol whip him?
It's still a daring.
Oh yeah. I'll
security.
still do like unarmed damage, but like with the pistol.
Well, Pend, you still have to roll.
Oh yeah, will do. But I'm asking for a focus.
Nah, because that's more shooty. This is smacky.
Intimidation, because I've just dropped 2 of his buddies.
No, I don't think he's terribly intimidated.
Well, it's worth it. I'll spend a threat for an extra die.
Okay.
So this should be 6 dice. I'll spend 1 to. Should I
Reroll.
reroll it or to boost it to 5? I'll spend 1 to reroll for shits and giggles. So 6.
And that is a knockdown.
That's enough to knock him out, actually. You want to describe how you knocked out a 9-foot Gorn?
Yeah, I'll just flip the gun in my hand, so I'll just hit him with the butt of the gun. I'm literally going to pistol whip him.
Yep. Who knew Gorns had glass skulls? All right, so now it's back to you guys.
The good doctor.
Does the doctor want to do anything?
Well, he sees. I'm just trying to. Can he see the Gorn up on the upper level?
Yeah, he sees the Gorn up on the upper level as well as the body of the Starfleet officer here, and here. Also here.
Stepping in, realizing just the general situation, he's gonna sort of step to the sort of side of Pend.
Okay.
Pull his phaser and try to shoot this guy.
Okay.
I'm going to take a single momentum.
Time for some type 1 fun.
Yeah, it's only a type 1. I still have to roll for it.
I mean, just roll high on the damage.
Control security. My control is actually pretty good. It's just my security that's.
I think we'll squash.
Okay.
Yeah, and it goes wide.
Yes, so you miss.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Golan has
He will
choices now.
He will return the favor and also miss.
That was control. That would have been control security. Although I don't think it matters.
I think it's the same score, actually.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Alright.
Yeah, 6 of one, half dozen of another.
We started, he just went, and he hadn't gone before. So, goes
it goes
again?
Yeah,
Back
so
to him.
he starts the second round.
All right, so he is going to take a shot at Pinned this time. Nope, no joy. He's thrown off by your shortness.
Not the fact that I just took out 2 of his buddies and knocked the other one out.
Right. Not his hand's not shaking at all.
Okay, so is it someone wants to lean out of a vent?
Either that, or I could just drop it from across the room.
Yeah.
Whichever you guys go, whoever wants to.
Yeah, I'll let one of you two go to finish him off.
Here, Casey, I'll hold your vet belt, you lean out of the vent.
Alright. Yeah, Casey will slightly lean out. I'll do a threat for an extra dice. Might as well. We're all doing it.
All right, so that is a hit. Roll your damage. That is, you gain a momentum.
Okay, that is me.
Yeah, spend that
Shit, we don't
momentum.
have two. Oh, wait, is it 1 or 2 momentum to reroll?
1.
It's 1.
Oh, okay,
Well,
awesome.
Well,
In
you
that
did
case,
5 damage. That might just be enough.
I don't know.
Is 5 enough to drop it?
Yes, it is enough.
Okay.
I'll let you keep that. So yes, all the Gorn that in engineering are taken care of. All right, so we're going to shift scenes very quickly. Back to, well, no, actually, I'm going to stay this a little bit longer. So, doctor and engineering team, you guys can now come on in. There's Boris.
Let's see what we've got.
And there's Mindrock.
And he's gonna scan around, see who's still alive.
Yeah, I'd be
All
ordering
right.
the security team to cover exits and entrances.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get your name back so you're not confused with random security guys. Yet, Zaliko, give me insight medicine.
Sight. Medicine. Difficulty?
Difficulty 1.
Okay. I'm still gonna spend a momentum anyway, because I have cautious.
Cool. What are you doing with this crew?
Emergency medicine?
Sure.
Gonna reroll
Okay,
that.
so you gain 3 momentum.
2. Because you said it was difficulty 1, right?
Yes, correct. 2 momentum. My mistake. So that guy's dead. She's dead. The other 3 are alive. Guy here is in the worst shape.
Well, let's get to work. And he's going to start in.
All right. These are basically going to be first aid rolls, which I believe is control medicine diff 1, if I'm remembering right. Or is it diff 2?
I think it's daring medicine. If it's
That's right.
something-
Daring medicine diff 1.
Where were some of the other wounded as well? I have some first aid.
The people with the yellow X on them are dead. The ones who don't have the yellow X on them are wounded. The doctor is helping Jude Law, who's the worst off.
Yeah, blue marks alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go run over to this guy, I guess, and try and stabilize him.
Daring medicine.
I'm going to spend a. First off, I'm going to spend a momentum, get the third die, emergency medicine.
Oh,
Okay. Gotta reroll one of those.
got to spend your determination.
Now I'm going to spend a determination, which is any life can be saved,
Okay, sounds good to me.
and I can reroll all 3 of those.
Is your daring actually 7, or did you misenter it?
Nope, it is actually 7. Daring
Okay.
is my worst stat.
What's the difficulty to stabilize?
Oh my
1.
1? Okay.
Mhm.
I barely accomplished that. That was terrible.
Hey, a win's still a win.
Casey, you generate 2 momentum and stabilize your guy.
Christ. Did I almost fail to save your important NPC?
He's not that important. Everybody's going to need treatment at sick bay, but yeah, you've managed to stabilize him. Nobody's in danger of dying. So, Mendrock, what are you up to, you and Boris?
I'll have Boris take a look at the console, and I'll examine the main power supply and look at any sabotage or damage.
Okay, give me a insight engineering difficulty 2.
And I'll do, can I use diagnostics focus?
I beg your pardon, what focus?
Diagnostics?
Yes.
Alright,
You'll be using your engineering tricord.
yep. We have momentum,
Okay.
spend 1 for 3. Complication is,
It's normal.
yeah, alright.
All right, so you gain the momentum back. Type you something here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright. Captain?
Yes, Master Chief?
No
Just gonna take the
sign.
promotion and run.
Well, I assume he's
No-
talking to me out in this.
Yeah,
engineering
whoever's in charge. I don't see any signs of sabotage. The fusion reactors need to be restarted. The warp reactor needs further investigation. Looks like the main EPA unit is blown. Luckily for you, I have that skill.
Well, I think priority at the moment is getting power and internal sensors back online. After that, I leave everything up to your discretion.
Yes, sir. So I'll see about turning on the fusion reactor, and then see about the warp reactor.
All right. Okay, so to get the fusion reactors back online, first thing you need to do is to repair the primary EPS conduit,
Okay.
which is going to be control engineering difficulty 4. You can be assisted.
All right. I do have emergency repairs
Okay.
and EPS system. So I have both of those.
All right. Definitely apply.
Cool. And Boris would like to assist.
And
Right.
this is just difficulty 2. Standard difficulty. Hello?
It was what was the question?
And it's 2. It's a standard difficulty.
No, standard complication range difficulty is 4.
Oh, okay.
This thing took some damage,
Alright, and the
but you do get
complication is
assist from
2?
Boris.
Complication
Complication
is
standard.
1? Alright.
You do have some momentum, and you can always give me threat depending if you're cautious or bold.
I'll buy a momentum.
Okay.
And I do have cautious engineering.
Okay, so that momentum lets you reroll a die, which is a good thing.
Very good thing.
All right, and then the
Cool.
assist from Boris.
So Boris has a focus PS.
Yep.
So cool. No help.
No whammies though, and since
Nope.
he's actually rolled, you can give him something. So yeah, the EPS conduit is repaired. You know, could have been done better in a star base, you know, with full facilities, but that's not a possibility. It'll hold. So next, bringing the fusion reactors online is going to be a control engineering difficulty 2, normal complication range.
Alright. I'll use emergency repairs.
Okay.
Focus. And do we have any momentum?
3.
We have 3, yes.
I'll buy another one. Sorry, just
Okay.
to be on the safe side. There we go.
Nice. You gain 3 momentum.
And you said it was bringing the fusion reactor
Yep.
online?
Right.
I don't suppose warp core mechanics would apply.
No, the warp core does need further investigation, but you can run the station off the fusion plants. And all across the engineering area, consoles come to light, and the lights come on as power is restored throughout the station.
Power is restored, Captain.
Good job, Master Chief.
Commander. Begin reactor.
What was that? You were in and out there, Mendrock.
I say I'll begin investigating the warp reactor.
Okay. So now we're going to switch scenes really quickly, going back to the expedition. Bridge is looking kind of thin. Salva says, "Sir, could you take a look at this?"
Don't forget to move us.
You're not on the bridge.
Are you guys seeing the bridge? Or
Oh, move the players. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Don't forget to move us.
Sorry, Jen. Again, my apologies. Halfway
No
up the roll.
worries, mate.
Nah, no worries. Yeah, Sensen, what is it?
I'm seeing some strange fluctuations in the subspace rift, but I can't quite figure out what's happening. Would you mind taking a look?
Of course. Let's see what we have here.
Okay. Reason Science, difficulty 3.
Okay. So I have a focus in sensor operations,
Yes.
and probably hate to call this out. Since the scene changed, no momentum, right?
No, we
you-
went down once. We're at 5.
Yeah. You've only got
Oh.
5.
Okay.
And remember, the ship sensors bring the difficulty down by 1. Difficulty 2.
So I'll burn a momentum,
Okay.
and let's see what happens.
All right. So you made it. You can assist with the ship's sensors, sensor science, to if you want to see if you get the engine, the extra momentum. Nope. Okay. So let me send you something.
Well, I think we've got the GM below 10 threat at the moment.
For
I don't
now.
know.
All right, Case. DeGrasse, I sent you the info.
Gotcha. GM, do I know how much time this will take?
For momentum.
Sure. Yeah, certainly. Cool. And since I get a question due to Studious,
Mhm.
Do I know how large the effect will be?
Yeah, hold on just a sec.
Now here it comes. The GM plans to kill us all.
Looks like it could. I might be returning this ship to Prax in multiple pieces.
I mean, that sums up a lot of ships in this fleet.
Fair enough. Okay. Ops, get me through to the away team.
All right, you have the advantage of having established that communications link, so that's not a problem. Channel open, sir.
Expedition to the away team.
Away team.
How are things looking down there?
We've secured engineering. The Master Chief has got the fusion reactor back online and is working on the warp core.
Good. Any casualties?
From the away team, no, but there are some unfortunate dead Starfleet officers.
Understood. Well, new news. Looks like the subspace rift is starting to grow rapidly, and we might be in danger of a rupture. By my estimates, it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 12 hours, depending on the expansion, and it might be a pretty large bang. So, how quick do you think you can evacuate everyone off the station?
Depends if the one, we've got a stable transporter lock, and two, if those Defiants are usable.
All right. See to it, Commander. Give me information on those Defiants. Speak with the commander on the station. Try to coordinate an evacuation as quickly as possible. And let me know what you need.
Understood. Penned out.
All right. So everybody who is in engineering can give me a insight. Oh no, wait, not everybody, but the doctor and Casey. Were you the one who went to help one of the other?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, the
doing
doctor
first aid as
and
well.
Casey. Give me an insight con difficulty 1. Also, Mindrock and Boris can do the same.
Observation focus.
Yes.
That's
So insight and
Con difficulty 1.
one. Okay. What would apply to this?
You could roll another dice for Boris DeGrasse.
Oh, cool.
I mean, he got it, but just to see if you gained any momentum. Yeah. Okay, so total of 2 momentum gained. Okay, then this is Zeliko.
Grannon?
Yeah,
Insight con difficulty 1.
sure. Yes, sir.
I just don't think you're used to being called by a different character name.
Yeah, sorry. And what's this for?
It's a roll that the GM is asking you to make.
Bear. Focus, I assume.
Observation was a focus I took, so anything kind of similar to those lines.
Nope.
Okay.
How much? I'll spend a momentum.
Okay.
And you get it back.
So you got one floating. Okay. Zeliko, as you're working on your patient, this uniform is kind of a slightly different style than what you're used to seeing. Instead of the guy you're working on is a lieutenant commander, but instead of pips, it's using bars to indicate rank. I mean, same basic kind of concept, but just not using circular pips. Also, the uniform tunic is a bit different, just kind of a different kind of cut. Mendrock and Boris, you've been working with these engineering consoles, and they're not laid out to Starfleet standard. I mean, nothing major, but controls that you would expect to be in one place are, you know, just a little bit off or are on the other side of the board. I mean, everything's, you know, it's definitely a Starfleet layout, but some of the controls and panels are just a little bit off. But it does not look like it's been kludged together or anything. I mean, they were designed this way. This is, you know, factory built.
Alright, I will share this information. Captain,
Yes, Master Chief.
it looks like, although this is a Starfleet design, it is not a standard regulated design for this engineering facility.
How
I don't
so?
know why, but everything's a little different.
Understood.
Might take a little longer to sort out the warp reactor.
Understood. We've got about half an hour, so if we can't get the reactor to work, we might have to look at the transporters, or maybe even trying to get the Defiance up and running.
All right. Speaking of the work reactor, Mendrock, give me control engineering difficulty 2.
All right. I will buy a die, and then
Okay.
I will use EPS system as a focus.
Yep.
All right.
And can Boris assist?
Not on this one, but he got it easily. So there you are.
I'll be right back. My dog wants to go out.
Okay. All right. I sent Mendrock something, but we'll.
Could I comms up to operations? Pendra operations?
This is Hamur. Good job getting the power back up. Getting internal sensors. It looks like there's only a few going left, and our security is managing to take care of them.
From the expedition sensors, it seems like this station hasn't got much longer. So we need to.
What?
We need to consider
What do you mean?
evacuating immediately.
Commander, this station is a valuable asset. We can't really afford to lose it.
Well,
as you know, things haven't been going well.
Going well.
The people on board are more valuable.
What?
Assets can be replaced. People cannot.
Can I ask your rank, please?
I'm commander. I was executive officer of the Alcázar until the captain was killed, along with the admiral and his staff.
And what organization are you with?
Starfleet, same as you. United Federation of Planets.
Just making sure.
Insight.
Yeah. You understand that we have about half an hour before this place is destroyed.
What's going? I thought the warp power was down. What's?
You have a subspace breach surrounding the station.
Stand by. All right, we're confirming the rift here as well.
And it's expanding according to the expedition.
Damn it.
So,
Understood. I'll give the order to prepare for evacuation.
are any of the Defiant class still operational?
Oh.
They're powered down as well for whatever reason. I guess the jump took it out of all of our engines.
It may be a case of trying to get the crew onto the Defiance and separate them from the station.
You'll have to restore power there first.
Understood. I will talk it over with the engineers I have here currently and get back to you.
Understood.
I'll cut the comms. Master Chief, what's your situation?
Sir, the station's dilithium has been decrystallized. It would have to be recrystallized and then placed in the matrix, and have the matrix realigned before it can be reinitialized.
How long do you believe that process would take?
Jim?
Momentum.
Sure.
Sure.
I sent you something, Mindrock.
Sir, it will take 15, possibly 30 minutes.
Well, according to the expedition, we have about 30 minutes before this station will no longer be here.
Well then, it's probably better to abandon the station, Captain.
Agreed.
Rather than risk me getting delayed coming back from the expedition with a realigned matrix.
Do you believe with your engineering team you could reactivate one or two of those Defiant class ships?
Yes, sir.
Security, accompany the engineers to the Defiance.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Casey and Mr. Varda, assist with the station security team, then rendezvous to the Defiant class.
I'll organize the medical teams to bring over all the injured.
Okay, working with operations so we can effectively get whoever we can.
All right.
Commander.
Understood.
You guys start working on all this and cooperating with the others. The station really is running a skeleton crew, as are the Defiants. But now that all of your attention has been drawn to it by Mindrock, you all start to notice these just slight differences in uniforms and Elcar's layouts, in even some of the color schemes throughout the station. I mean, it still feels like a Starfleet station. It's just slightly different.
Are they also noticing differences on us? Like, do any of the personnel we're passing seem or assisting seem to notice that we have pips instead of bars, for example?
Give me an let's call that
no.
insight command.
Okay. Would constantly watching assist with or come into play with this?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Um. I'm questioning if, say, no, I don't. Survival's like a real long stretch there because we don't even think there's danger from it potentially. But psionics, maybe.
Wait, you hold on.
Barter's psychic, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the mechanics for that?
Great question.
I was going to say that's a very good question. How do we know?
Generally, when he is described to it, he gets more feelings and such than straight thoughts.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll reduce that to difficulty 1, insight command.
Okay.
And you can click on having a focus.
Yep, and that's difficulty 0 then for constantly watching, or is that already adjusted?
Sure.
For that?
Well, yeah, you can be if you
Okay.
guys have a little
Yeah.
momentum.
The trade-off that we have to deal with
Yeah, knowing.
is that because it's a mental task, his complication range goes up.
No, it doesn't anymore. That got fixed when my bones turned to crystals. I'll
So
give you a momentum, or let you. You know what I mean. Ha 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 ha. That's painful. I could.
do you want to you can squash it.
We could squash it.
Yeah.
We
so,
might as well squash it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely notice it, but it's not. It's they've got a lot of other stuff going on. For one thing, now they're having to evacuate. He's blown to hell, hurt. Their friends are God knows where. But yeah, I mean, they notice it, but it's not really. You only notice them noticing it because of your psychic ability, because it's kind of more like that's weird. Pips more rather than but whatever. Slightly different uniform, big deal. That kind of thing. But yeah, they're noticing something a little different. But again, it's little things. It's nothing so major as to go, wow,
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
GM,
Yes.
would I be able to access their systems?
Yeah, at least to I mean, as much as you could any Starfleet bases systems. I mean, it depends on how classified you're trying to dig.
I want to dig far enough to see why these little differences are appearing.
And I think there's a much simpler question you can ask. Ask the computer what the star date is.
I mean, yeah, that as well.
Yeah, the star date's the same. 54475.17. Star date's the same.
Then, yeah, could I just dig around the system till I find that clue of whether this is an alternate Starfleet?
What are you? How are you looking for? What kind of search queries are you running?
I'm looking through their command files, their databases, to basically see how their connection to Starfleet is, or what their version of Starfleet is.
Well, this is a Federation Starfleet Firebase that was stationed along the Federation Gorn border. Get me Insight Con, difficulty 2.
Could I use Intelligence Operative because I'm basically trying to sneak information off them?
Yes.
I will spend my determination.
All right.
Can I use the value of throw out the handbook and wrote mine? Because this doesn't seem quite in our Starfleet handbook.
Sure, I'll take it.
Oh my god.
So that's 6 successes.
So that's 4
10 to
momentum
everyone.
Yeah.
gained floating.
Yep.
Yeah, so let me take everybody to the big map really quick if I can
Oh, wow.
find it.
Blackwell, this is what it is like for me every week.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, here we go.
Is that a comment on me or the game?
No. He's talking about like the Roll20 crud. So okay, here we are on this great big map. Let me zoom in to where I need you guys to be.
Oh yeah, the Gorn's down at the bottom.
Yeah. So this base was stationed on the Gorn border, alongside the Gorn border, and it was where Starbase 24 is in, as far as you know, today. It was kind of stationed right across from Kittimer. But their charts have all the region that is Klingon space as Gorn space.
So yeah, this is an alternate Starfleet then.
It's a theory.
I mean, with the 2 floating, could I create the advantage of more solid information on that?
Say they might have records on how the Gorn came to occupy the entirety of Klingon space.
Yeah, cause...
might be something.
Okay, sure. So with your floating momentum, yeah, you find a basic historical file back in 2271. I'm not going to bother trying to figure out what the star date was. The Klingons decided it would be a good idea to claim a planet that was kind of just inside Gorn space to see what their response would be. And to everyone in the galaxy's surprise, the Gorn to this point had been very similar to the Gorn as you know them, very isolationist. You know, you don't poke their territory, but even when you do, you get blown up, but they don't respond beyond that. They're very, very isolationist, stay in their own territory. Instead of that, the Gorn burst out like a swarm, and by the turn of the 24th century had conquered the entirety of Klingon space, all but wiping out the Klingons as a species.
Then, if possible, could I download as much data on their current technologies?
Honestly, their technologies are about on par with Starfleet as you know it, perhaps even just a hair less advanced particularly in the sciences. They seem to be spending a lot of time with weapons. Like pretty much photon torpedoes have been completely phased out in favor of quantum torpedoes, kind of thing.
Okay, but yeah, it definitely confirms the whole. This is an alternate Starfleet.
Yes, it appears to be somehow.
I would like to comms over to the expedition.
Expedition here.
It's gonna be a mess.
Commander, we have a bit of an issue.
Commander, please say more.
This station isn't from our Starfleet.
How do you mean, not from our Starfleet?
I've just gone over the logs in their system. Their Starfleet are currently at war with the Gorn, who had conquered the Klingons.
Huh.
So,
That's-
yeah.
That's
DeGrasse,
neat.
give me an reason science difficulty 3.
Sure thing. Does temporal mechanics
Why, yes.
play
Yes,
into
it does.
awesome? Good stuff. And also, I'll burn a momentum.
Okay.
You can burn more if you want.
Honestly, I was
we
thinking
have
about it.
momentums.
Yeah, let's burn 3. I'll roll 4.
So it looks like you gain 2.
You said difficulty 4?
3.
3. Oh. Huh. So, DeGrasse is digging way back into his grad school days. And comes up with a memory about a paper that he once read. Talking about temporal mechanics and subspace rifts. And so he's going to say, Commander Pend, I mean, this does track with, what I understand could be a potential outcome of, inflating a warp bubble around an existing subspace rift. I mean, there's been really theories in the past, but, nothing substantial, at least not until now.
Do you believe it possible to move the station, or is a evacuation required?
Well, I guess I would send that question back to you. Are all the systems online? Could it be even mobile?
We have the fusion reactor online, and that's it. I've ordered the engineering team to get their Defiance up and running for the evacuation.
GM, can I do another scan of the rift? See how long we have?
You can. Are you just trying to determine how long you have, or investigations with it?
Sorry, you cut out there for a second.
Oh. Sorry. Get back over here. I coming through clearly now?
You are.
Okay. Are you just checking on how much time you have, or are you trying to do any further investigations of the rift?
Primarily, trying to figure out how much time we have left. See if we can get a better estimate on that. Yeah, secondarily, I mean, if there's any other information that we can pick up, I'd love to see it.
Okay, so give me control science difficulty 3, assisted by ship sensor science, which of course will knock that down to difficulty 2.
And let's burn another momentum.
So you gain 2.
I'll squash that.
Oof.
So 2 you gain squashes that.
Pens, looks like You have anywhere from 45 minutes to 1 hour from now. If you think that you can move the station or otherwise get it out of harm's way, then feel free to attempt to. But when in doubt, I want to save as many people on that station as we possibly can.
Unfortunately, this station's running on a skeleton crew. I don't think there's enough to fully get it out the way. I'll see what I can do, but for now I'll keep the engineering team on the Defiance.
Understood. Good luck.
Penned out.
All right, so Mindrock and Boris and the engineering team have made their way to the one of the Defiance. Let's see. Get y'all over here. There is Boris. There is Boris. Again, not really this many people here, but it was the graphic I could find.
Don't
So,
forget
Mindrock.
to move us across.
Thank you. Mindrock, give me control engineering difficulty 1.
Okay. And emergency repairs? Or
Sure.
I mean, I have a bunch of pieces. Alright.
Okay, get a momentum. The same issue here as on the Alcázar. The dilithium crystals have been decrystallized. So in
Oh,
order
goodness.
to get the warp engine back up and running, you'll have to recrystallize them, put them in the matrix, align the matrix, and then restart the warp core.
Alright, well, I will call Commander Penn and let him know.
Penned here.
Sir, the ship has the same issue with the warp core, needing the crystals realigned and recrystallized. So I'll have to go to the expedition and do that, and then come back and try and reinitialize them.
Master Chief, do you believe that if you manage to do this process on the station, we would be able to move it out of the subspace rift?
Do you believe that, correct, GM?
GM?
What was that?
If I do this station, right?
I'm sorry, you faded out there.
So if he does that to the station, would we be able to move it?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
For a momentum.
Alright.
I'll do as an information spend.
I mean, yeah, that could be another momentum spend. Would the tractor beam of the expedition be able to help pull us?
I won't even charge for that. Too massive.
I
Shot
was
you
muted
something.
again.
What?
I was muted again. I was saying, like, are we trying to, like, have them avoid going through the rift, or are we going to send them through the rift again so they go back to their own timeline?
Penn's idea was just to get them out of the rift.
I think we are not sure if sending them through the rift will just kill them.
Well, we could. I don't know. Maybe some science.
So
We could find a way to send them through.
I think
What?
the first time they
Starfleet
had
solve things by super science?
Yeah, exactly.
the first time they had solid dilithium crystals to make a warp field, and now they don't, and they can't make a warp field.
So if we get the dilithium crystals, back, we could possibly send them back through, and we should maybe contact, I guess, the station commander and see. Guess I assume they want to go back to their families.
All right. Do you want to do anything more specific?
We haven't even clued them in yet that we from a different timeline.
There is that.
I mean,
Um,
eventually I'd go up to the bridge and tell them.
You want to get that out of the way now, then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to a alternate version of Starfleet Commander.
Just rip that band-aid right off.
Yep, you guys head up towards the bridge. The turbulence and everything are working again. Commander DeGraw, did you want to do anything?
Yeah, so on the bridge, Salda and I are going to be continuing to do more investigation of both the station and the rift.
Okay, what specifically are you trying to find out?
So for the station, we're looking at exactly how damaged it is.
Mm-hmm.
To try to see if moving it or, anything else is going to put it in a position of danger structurally.
Yes, the expedition. We're
The
still
second
alive.
thing is, we're going to be trying to gather as much scientific data on the rift as we can, and really see if there's anything that we can do to either slow it down or stop it or, to their point, hold it open, something like that.
Okay, this is going to be tell you what, this is going to be an extended task. Difficulty 4. Work 25. Magnitude 4. Resistance 1. And it's going to be let's see.
What
Controls.
type of reputation do you think
actually,
I
we'll do reason
have?
science assisted by
Cheeky bastard.
sensor science. And I'll put all that in the chat. In the Roll20 chat. And Solek, or whatever his name is, can assist. Solva. So if somebody wants to grab Solva. Oh, trust me, I feel you with a difficult dog, Mendrock.
Alrighty. So DeGrasse, has a focus in sensor operations. Reason science, difficulty 4. So let's burn through momentum.
All right.
So ships, advanced sensors, does that take difficulty for the work track down to 3?
It will.
Okay, awesome.
Don't you make my reputation any worse. I can do that well enough by myself, thank you very much.
Alright, let's do it. Ooh.
You do have 4 momentum on the table, I believe.
Yeah, let's get rid of that complication.
Okay. So then roll your challenge dice, which is, let's see what your there you are. which should be 7 for you.
Okay.
Oh, did you want Solva to assist?
I did.
Okay, so go ahead and somebody can roll for him, and then somebody rolls sensor science. And I don't think you rolled 7 dice there. Looks like you just rolled 5.
What's the shit rolling sensor science?
Let's do that.
Yes. Okay, no help but no harm. And then somebody want to roll Solva?
Grennan, do you want to?
What do you need me to do?
I think Grennan's napping.
No, I'm here. I just have to kind of keep my voice down.
Oh, fair enough. If you want to take the supporting character, Solva, the science character, and roll reason, science, and support.
Sure. It's in here. Solva. Do we need to give Solva something new?
Yes, he's going to be activated.
Maybe a talent?
Did we give Boris something new?
You certainly can.
I know your Canal knee needs one, but I'm leaving that up to the expedition to pick.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Oh,
and just note on the notes section of the character sheets what you gave them.
So do you want me to pick a new talent for
Yeah.
Solva, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking... have science of 4. What's going to be the focus for this one? Will quantum mechanics come into play?
Quantum mechanics would definitely come into play. Temporal mechanics, which DeGrasse has, will definitely be into play.
Hang on. Just give me a moment. I
course.
just want to decide what I'm going to do.
Meanwhile, Mendrock, if you want to, you can give me a control engineering difficulty 3 assisted by Boris to recrystallize the Defiance dilithium and get it set back in the matrix.
Alright. Can I use warp core mechanics as a focus?
Most definitely.
And then, is there any more?
Yes, it's 2.
By a die? See how this goes.
Oh, jeez.
There we go.
what was the difficulty?
I'm going to grab dedicated
Difficulty was
focus.
3.
Yeah.
Quantum mechanics. So he is really good at quantum mechanics.
Okay. So yeah, you gain 4 momentum. Jesus.
Yeah, that's why I was having a little chuckle.
Yeah. Sorry, I was away for a sec.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
God.
you
Okay.
very handily get the dilithium recrystallized and set back in the matrix.
Excellent.
We're ready, Grinnan?
Did I roll that right?
Oh, there you are. Yes. So okay. So that's 2 more momentum gains.
Actually, 3, because dedicated focus quantum mechanics.
So
Fair
2
enough.
floating.
2 floating. Okay, that might come in handy. So okay, it looks like you still you need to roll 2 more challenge dice, DeGrasse.
Okay, let's do
You
this.
rolled 5 instead
crap.
of 7. Okay. I'm looking at a total of 5 work with the resistance. Yeah, there's nothing to re-roll. Are you going to let that stand, or do you want to boost it up? That is a breakthrough.
How much resistance is there?
1, so it would have been 6, but
Well, we have floating.
Maybe one on resistance, one to power.
Oh well, don't forget. Hang on. We're on a time limit here, right?
No, you're not doing intervals here for this one.
Oh, we're not.
No. So you've got, right now you're standing at 5 work, which is a breakthrough. You can spend momentum to just add work. You can, you could do resistance and get 6. Or you could just let it stand, whatever you want to do.
Also, we've
I
got
mean,
the
we
two floating, so we might as well use them.
Yeah, and you said resistance and power?
Oh yeah, work. But yeah, one on resistance, one on work.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we get 2 extra work done.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So that's a total, that would be a total of 8 work. Okay. Where's this? Okay, so you're down to difficulty 3, magnitude 3, work 17, resistance still 1. I'm going to spend some momentum to bring the difficulty back up to 4. Threat, I'm sorry. Not used to being on this side of things.
Not anymore, you traitor.
You get used to it.
Okay. Yeah, let's take another shot at this.
And again, your ship sensors will bring that 4 down to 3.
Cool. So I'll burn 2 momentum and take a threat. And I'll reroll that 0 real quick. Oh.
Okay, so I'm looking at 3 momentum gained. There's a complication.
We'll
we can
squash
spend
and gain 1.
Okay, sounds good. Now roll 7 challenge dice.
I'd spend 1 momentum to re-roll.
All right, let's do that. And that rerolls those 3 die, right?
Correct.
Awesome.
So you're looking at 5 work total with the resistance, which is another breakthrough.
Well, don't want to burn all the momentum, but yeah, let's do the same thing we did last time. Toss one into resistance and the other one into,
Well,
I guess
we
it was
don't
the
have
difficulty.
floating this time.
Yeah, we don't have.
Oh, we
floating.
don't. Okay, what would you guys recommend?
If we're hitting the 5 to reduce the magnitude, I'd say leave it for now. Then
Okay.
if towards the end, once the resistance and the magnitude's down and we just need to hit the work, then we can start pumping stuff into extra.
Gotcha.
All right. So you're down to difficulty 2, magnitude 2, work 11, resistance 1. And the sensors will take that difficulty down to 1.
All right, well, take threats.
Thank you, thank you.
And yeah, let's try it.
All right. Solva. The grocery roll. Ship. Very good. So it's down to 1. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 momentum, 5 momentum gained.
So that's 3 floating.
All right. Roll your 7 challenge dice. You're looking at 7 work right now.
I think if we get...
I think you could spend 1 for the resistance to 8, spend 2 on 2 power, 2 work to put it up to 10.
And then I think if we spend 1 more, I think we're done.
Yeah, so we'll spend 1 on resistance and 3 on work, and that should fill us.
Bringing us... Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Don't you have to like exceed the work track to get the final breakthrough though?
No, it's if you hit the work track.
Okay. So, all right. I'll send you something, DeGrasse. Yeah, I'm aware of the time, guys. We'll get through it pretty quick here, hopefully. Practice writing. We got a rule wrong.
Hey, if you're not here, you can't comment.
You have to get all
Get all
breakthroughs out.
Okay, with this new information, DeGrasse is going to hail the away team.
Away team?
Commander Pens, we've been doing a little bit of research on this side, on the rift, and it looks like we can close the rift, but only if we send the Alcázar back. Based on what we're able to find, it looks like it's going to require recrystallizing the dilithium in all 5 of the Alcázar's engine rooms, installing the crystals, realigning the matrices, and performing a total cold start on all of the warp cores.
Well, I'm about to talk to their commander to inform them of the situation, but for that to happen, we're going to need a few more engineers to get all of this done.
GM, how many can we spare?
Okay, so there are a couple different ways you can go about doing this. This is kind of like a gated challenge. Recrystallizing the dilithium in the remaining. You've got one of the Defiants down, so there's 3 Defiants, and the main warp core of the station is going to be Control Engineering difficulty 3, complication range 2. To install and realign the crystals in the dilithium matrix is going to be Control Engineering difficulty 4, complication range 3. And then all of these can be assisted by like a lead engineer from the ops in the Alcázar. And then after all of that's done, the lead engineer will oversee a simultaneous cold start of all the warp engines with a presence engineering difficulty 5, complication range 2. So fortunately, you guys have a fairly strong and fairly deep engineering deck among your characters. Even the doctor, actually, and I didn't even talk to Grennan about that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I have a decent engineering stat.
yeah, I've got a 3 as well.
Yeah. So fundamentally, Mendrock could oversee operations from operations, and with each of you in each of the engine rooms, you could be doing the task with Mendrock kind of overseeing and assisting.
Seems fair, but I'd have to inform their commander what's happening first.
Yeah, I'm just since DeGrasse asked what all it would take, that's the gated challenge that's going to be happening. So you may, at this point, you make it up to the ops center where you see several weary officers. Let me bring you up there.
This is gonna suck.
Whoops. Let me bring me there now. Pinned, who did you have with you?
I don't think I did. I sent everyone to different parts of the ship to do different jobs.
What were
Fair enough.
TC and I doing?
You were helping the security teams clear up the rest of the Gorn.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
and you were helping with evacuation plans. So, yeah, the turbo lift opens, and there you are. Ah, Commander Pinn. Nice to meet you face to face.
It's a pleasure. We have a bit of a situation.
She kind of looks around. This is all up here is all wreckage. So she kind of pulls you over to the side here. What's going on?
I'll be completely blunt with this. You're not from this Starfleet.
What are you talking about?
This is a subspace rift you have come through to a different universe.
Different.
Alternate.
Okay, Commander, you're going to have to give me a lot more to go on than this.
I went through your systems for your Starfleet history. In this universe, the Gorn are still isolationists. They've not left their systems. The Klingons are still the Klingons.
What, the Klingons? Commander Dazarek, Lieutenant Dazarek, run a quantum resonance scan of the expedition. Aye, sir. Beep boop boop. Commander, this is incredible. The quantum resonance doesn't match ours at all. I mean, it's close, but it's completely different. And so are just the general subspace quantum resonances, at least what I can tell through the interference. Understood. Carry on. Damn. I mean, I've read about this in Academy histories, but so what does it mean?
Well, I've got the engineers trying to get the 5 engine rooms up and running. We need to recrystallize your dilithium. We can possibly send you through back to your universe, but that would mean sending you back into, well, a Gorn attack.
And if we stay?
I have no idea. I top it. What would I know? What we would do in this situation as a Starfleet officer?
Well, the commander, the DeGrasse told you that the only way to close the rift
Is to
and
send them
prevent it
back.
from becoming a rupture is to send them back.
So yeah, unfortunately, to seal this rift before it ruptures, we have to send you back.
But they also might not end up back where they came from, because they're in a different location in space as well. Just as a note, we're not near that place.
No, but we're near where the rift is.
Yeah.
Commander, you're asking me to take my people back to almost certain death, or
Question, Jim. Would we be able to close it if we sent the station back?
That's a good question. Would you like to spend a momentum to find out the answer?
Please.
There you are.
So, if my thinking is correct, someone would have to man the controls, but we could take the crew.
Understood. Give me a minute to speak with my officers.
If you could also, if you do decide to go ahead with that, it would help if you could assign them to engineering to get as many of these warp cores back online as possible.
Understood.
Thank you.
And she goes to talk to her people. All right. Anybody else want to do anything while we're at this point? Okay.
I'm gonna need to go.
Okay.
Just wait.
All right. Sorry, I didn't get done as soon as I hoped to. So, okay, she comes back, and she's both kind of looks sad but also proud. None of them are going to stay. We're going to go back together. However, I need, if we're going to have any chance, I need to work on getting the weapons and shields back online, and reinforcing the station structure. I need your people to get the engines back up and running.
Well, we do have a team of, I believe we have about 45 minutes, so we need to work as quickly as possible.
Understood. And she puts out a hand. Well, if I don't get a chance, it's a pleasure knowing you, Commander Pend.
And you too, Commander. I'll shake her hand.
Right. She goes back up to the ops board.
And I'll head back
Okay.
up to an engineering.
So you've got one of the Defiance is up and running, so you've got to do the gated task for 3 Defiance and 1 main engineering.
Yep.
Someone can roll for Mendrock. I'll give whoever wants the access to his sheet. Oh, it's already all access since he had to leave, but you're going to need your main engineer.
Maybe have Mendrock do main engineering and everyone else do a different ship.
Right. If you've got someone overseeing things from ops on the station, that person can assist everybody.
Well, probably Mendrock then.
Okay. So Mendrock will be on there.
We should probably leave Sokolov to do like the main station's engines, I guess.
Okay. Sokolov's in the main.
I'll take a Defiant.
I
Okay.
guess I'll also go to a Defiant.
What do we need to roll for the Defiance?
All the roles are going to be control engineering, except for the final role, which is going to be presence engineering.
I think we need
Hey, I won't know what I'm doing, but sure.
I think we need one more ship.
I can take a Defiant. I've got a 12.
That's pretty good.
It's because I'm good at control and shooting things.
My control engineering is 15.
Was that the doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Or I'm sorry, 14.
14. Oh, well.
Yeah,
Not
mine's
quite
a
as good.
15.
All right. So Boris is going to be in the station's warp core The rest of you are in a engineering room for a Defiant. And Pend is going to roll for Mendrock, correct?
Sure.
What's the difficulty?
Or was Pend going to be in an engineering room?
I was going to be. I can do both. I can be in an engineering room and roll for Mendrock.
Well, if somebody's not going to be in an engineering room, let's let them do Mendrock.
Varda, do you want to do it then?
I'm in an engineering room. Oh, wait,
Okay.
sorry, wait. Who do we have in engineering rooms? We've got KZ, Varder,
You basically need 4 people in engineering rooms.
and
Celico.
Celico.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm in an engineering room then.
Okay. All right then.
What's the
So first roll, this will be assisted by Mendrock. Each of you is in an engineering room needs to roll a control engineering, difficulty 3, complication range 2.
Do I go down the Discord list? Keep it simple.
Sure. So we'll do the doctor first.
I'll spend a momentum.
Okay.
Ignore the fact that that's Solva.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, you gain a momentum back,
And that's without the assist.
and then Mendrock can assist.
Wow, that's a nat 1.
Yeah, so who's on Mendrock? It's
I'll
either-
take care of it.
Okay.
Find him. Guess I don't need the Gorn troopers anymore.
Well, to be fair, you put Gorn troopers against 3 very skilled security officers.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit
The
too
year and a-
focused on the sciencey engineering part. So, okay, another momentum gained.
Hey. Finger guns.
I knew it was finger guns.
Then it's
Excuse me.
what DeGrasse doing Solver?
So cool.
Sokolov.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll
again,
burn.
difficulty 3, complication 2, control engineering, assisted by Mendrock.
Cool. I will burn momentum.
This one's for main station 1, right?
So you've got two Defiants with the dilithium recrystallized, because Mendrock did 1. So this is main engineering in the station. And wow, you knocked that out of the park.
Oh my god.
So that's
Boom.
3. 2 momentum gained there. Mendrock assist. Okay. So that's, you've got all sorts of momentum floating.
Yeah, I think we've got 4 floating.
Jesus. Okay. And
Can we
then-
spend that on?
Maybe spend it on. How many more are these? Maybe spend both of them on advantages for the other 2 to bring down their respective difficulties.
Or you could spend them on the final roll, the presence roll, for the cold start.
But at the same time, we have all this momentum to spend.
Yeah, so we could spend 1 advantage to reduce complication range and another advantage to reduce the difficulty of the cold start.
That's true.
Okay, so you still got 2 Defiance to do at the difficulty 3, complication 2, control engineering.
Yes.
So, what are you going to do?
So could we
You got
spend
4 floating.
2 of the floating to reduce the complication range to 1?
Since it's 2 different ships and 2 different people, you're going to need to do the advantages for each one. So, I mean, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that for this ship, but it won't roll over to the next.
I mean, sure.
Could we spend 4 to remove it from all of them?
Yeah, you could if you spent 4, like 2 for one ship, 2 for the other. You could either
Yeah.
We have
on
4.
both.
We have 4 floating, don't we?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll
or
spend the floating
lower the
just to
comp
remove
on
the
both.
comp. Yeah.
Okay, so complications back down to normal. Control engineering difficulty 3. You still got 6 momentum on the board.
I very much doubt it because I use starships or composure as a focus.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's fine. Spend 3 momentum.
All right, Mindrock assists. Ooh,
Could I succeed at cost?
Normal
you-
milestone.
do you have determination? I can't remember if you.
No, I spent it earlier.
Remember your normal milestones. And
I know, but they have to relate to what you use them for.
have you done any engineering?
No.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's like, can I just maybe take an injury?
I tell you what, I will give you a I will give you a determination, but you take a complication.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll spend it to reroll 2, and I'll take a complication.
Okay. All right. So that looks like 1 momentum
Yeah.
gained. Alrighty then. And then the last, there's 1 more Defiant class.
I think that's me.
All right.
So
So that's going to be Control Engineering, difficulty 3, normal complication range.
can I use my determination on the value uphold tradition, because we're upholding Starfleet's tradition of defending the Federation, because it will probably be very negatively impacted by this giant space rift.
Sure.
Okay, spend my determination, and I'll use a momentum for a 3rd dice. And complication range is still 1, right? We killed.
Correct.
If you're spending for a 3rd dice, it would cost 2.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay,
If you
yeah,
spend a
yeah, yeah.
determination.
I'll just do that. Yeah. So that's 4.
Mhm.
So game 1 back. Yes.
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 All right. Now the last roll to finish off this task is Presence Engineering, difficulty 5, complication range 2. Unfortunately, in Pin's ship, the dilithium was the matrix was realigned a little imprecisely, which is going to bump the complication range up to 4.
Nice.
Well, we have momentum to spend.
All
Who's
right.
doing the cold start?
All right. So yeah, you basically this is Mindrock's roll,
Okay.
Unless somebody has a better presence engineering that's better than 13.
I have a 13.
Could it be assisted?
No, because
I have an
basically
11.
what's happening is he is directing all of you guys through steps from ops.
I mean, could this also be like a presence command role?
No, it's definitely engineering. So basically, you guys are functioning as the arm.
So I didn't actually do anything.
Were you not in? Did we skip over you, Varder?
I'm at the bottom. I guess we didn't have as many things as we thought.
Okay.
So I'm
Well, why
free
don't you
to help
take
in
Mindrock
some
then?
way.
You
God,
should have
I've never
access to
done
his
it.
character sheet. Blah.
Sure.
Ooh,
I was just like,
final
did
roll.
we actually miss something? Or I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, we'll find out. Did he use his determination earlier?
Mendrock has this determination.
Sweet. This sounds like an apt place to use it.
I mean,
You're
if
looking
it's comp 4, you're probably best off maxing the dice and holding it for a
Acting
reroll.
the dice, holding the determination. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
I'd
already
spend-
know which value to use for that. I'm better with technology than people. Right?
Well, but you're
Oh no, he's
using
talking people through. Yeah. Trust me, I'm an engineer. There we
you
go.
go.
Okay, so what was that? Focus, warp core
spend
mechanics,
momentum.
emergency repair, reverse
Yeah, you definitely have a
engineering.
focus. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'd spend 3 momentum and hold the determination.
3 momentum is 4 dice. Complication range of 4. He doesn't. I don't know what these talents do. All fingers and thumbs.
All Fingers and Thumbs is a species talent for. He's not Bolian. He's
Benzite.
Benzite.
which is that
He's
beta
a
or
cautious
alpha?
environment.
It's beta. Here, I'll pull it up.
There he is. I got it. Fingers and Thumbs. When you succeeded a task using a computer console, including a bridge station, you gain 1 bonus momentum.
Okay. In the nick of time and meticulous. I just don't know what any of these are. I've never done engineering.
In the nick of time is a timing-based one, so
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
for
have to deal with that.
extended tasks.
Okay.
But meticulous, when you were using engineering to complete a task, you can negate 1 complication generated from the roll.
Fantastic.
Useful.
I know. Okay, so 4 dice, focus, complication range 4. Yeah. And then he can just negate that. I don't
Yep.
know what the difficulty. I forgot what the difficulty was actually.
It was difficulty 5, wasn't it?
But you spent a determination, so that's. Oh no, you haven't spent the determination yet, so you're at 4.
2.
So that would be using a determination to re-roll that.
Yes.
Right.
Fantastic. Okay.
So yeah, despite the difficulty of the slightly misaligned dilithium matrix, with Mendrock's careful and patient instructions, you all managed to successfully cold start 4 warp engines at the same time. So all of them are back to working order. Mendrock, Commander Hammer says, that was amazing work, but I think it's time for you and your people to get back to your ship and let us get back to our duty. It's been a pleasure.
I don't know the character at all.
It's okay. So
Whatever he would do, he does.
make it back to the expedition. Take everybody back to the bridge. And as you pull back on the view screen, you see the warp engines of all 4 of the Defiance glow. The subspace distortion field actually allows you to see this kind of shimmering bubble reach out around the ships and in the entire station, shaped, and then in the hell of all the soundtracks, in a massive warp effect. Sorry, wrong one. With a flash of light, the massive station disappears, and almost as if it's imploding, collapsing inwards, the false color map of the subspace rift collapses, and into a point and blinks out, leaving space as if never touched. And that is the end of Firebase Alcázar.